My hand shook slightly. I adjusted the camera. The familiar glow of the Lamo English logo reflected in my eyes. 51 years, half a century. Here I am. I am about to share a part of my soul. I thought it was long buried. It was a secret garden. I tended it only in my mind. There's a strange pain that comes with old hurts. Not a sharp pain, but a dull, steady ache, like a missing arm. It reminds you of what is gone. But tonight, for the first time in forever, that ache has something else. A little hope, or maybe a deep wish for understanding. It all started with a simple message. It was found in a very unexpected place. I was always quiet, even at 35. I liked the sound of turning pages, the gentle hum of baking, the quiet joy of a purring cat. My garden was my safe place. It was full of colorful flowers. I built walls around myself, not to be mean, but because I needed safety. Opening up, that was a strange idea, like speaking to a big crowd. Then Mark walked into my life. He was 35 too. He was charming and graceful. He gave me so much attention. Somehow he got past my walls. He didn't just knock. He took down my careful defenses, brick by careful brick. Our Saturdays were special. We went to the same small cafe. The smell of coffee mixed with lemon pie. We always shared one pie. It was a quiet routine. It said a lot. Evenings were for the old small cinema downtown. It had velvet seats. It smelled faintly of popcorn. And our park, oh our park. It wasn't grand. Just a small green spot. It had old benches and old trees. But it was our world. Picnics, laughter, quiet dreams. Under the soft sunlight. He truly saw me. In a way no one ever had. He helped my writing. He bought me rare old books. He even remembered when I said I loved how sunlight caught dust in the air. He was my first true love. He helped me open up. He taught me to trust. He taught me to feel deeply. For 5 years he was my everything. The change was hard to see at first. Like shadows slowly growing at dusk. He started to forget things. Small things first. My love for Earl Grey tea. That I hated cilantro. Then he forgot more. Our Saturday lemon pie time became rare. He made unclear excuses. Or worse, he just forgot. When I talked about marriage, he would avoid the topic. His eyes would look away. A cold feeling started in my stomach. I was always sensitive. I noticed small changes in feelings, small changes in voice. It was good and bad. And then there was Clara. She was 25. A new worker at our company. She was bright, lively, and confident. Everything I was not. I told myself it was fine, that Mark was just being polite. But then he started mixing us up. "Sarah, can you get those papers?" he would say, looking at Clara. Or, "Clara, you wanted to try that new bookshop, right?" And he would be looking at me. Each mistake was a tiny piece of glass in my heart. A slow breaking of my peace. I tried to ignore it, to tell myself I was thinking too much, that my quiet nature made me worried. But the breaking continued. The moment it all broke came with a small blue box. I had seen it in a shop window months before. A classic beautiful purse. I had mentioned it to Mark once, casually, how lovely it was. So when he gave it to Clara right there in the office, with a big smile and a weak excuse of Employee of the Month, my world shifted. I felt a strange separation, a cold understanding. The man I loved who knew every part of me could be so blind, so thoughtless. He saw the quick change in my eyes. I know he did. But he just shrugged. He said it was about work, about my too sensitive nature. I did not yell. I did not scream. That was not my way. My world, my love was falling apart. All I could do was watch it happen quietly. I talked to him later that day. I was calm. My voice was almost a whisper. My heart was empty inside me. "Mark," I began, "do you remember that blue bag I loved?" His face for a second showed he knew. Then it quickly changed to fake confusion. "Oh, that old thing. It was just for work, Sarah. A bonus. Don't be silly." His poor excuses, his avoidance made everything clear. He was no longer the man who saw the dust in the sunlight with me. He was a stranger, standing across a gap I no longer knew. I decided in my small apartment. It was quiet. My desk lamp glowed softly. There would be no big fight, no tearful goodbyes. I just could not. It was a quiet leaving, a silent fading away, like a ghost in the night. I quit my job. I packed my few things. And I moved to a city where no one knew my name, where every street was a new start. And every face was new. I left no new address, no phone number, no email, just nothing. I wanted to disappear, to cut all ties, to become a ghost of my old self, to leave a love that was too painful. Mark I knew would think it was just an argument, a short anger. He would think I would come back. He would not understand my deep silence. He would not understand that for a quiet person leaving can be a final act. For 10 long years I built a new life, a quiet life, full of books and baking, the gentle purr of a new cat, the slow, steady growth of a new garden. I wrote. Oh, how I wrote. Stories came out of me, bits of memory, echoes of feelings, hidden as fiction, published under the name Midnight Whisper on a new platform. It was a way to live, a way to deal with the past, to find beauty in the broken pieces. Meanwhile, I did not know it, a silent, desperate search was happening. Mark, I would later learn, had visited the old places. The small cafe now with new owners, the small cinema closed and boarded up, our park grown wild and forgotten. He looked for me in every face. He listened for my voice in every crowd. His sadness, I now understand, was slow and painful. He had thought I was just angry. The truth that I was gone forever must have hit him hard. Every day I wrote you a letter, he told me in his recent message. Every single day for 10 years, 365 days a year, a total of 3,650 letters. He did not mail them. There was no address. They were his quiet prayers, his confessions, his desperate tries to fix the gap he made. He kept them all, a lonely diary of a lost love. Proof of a regret he carried like a heavy coat. And then the surprise. The universe in its own funny way decided to act. A casual late-night look, a random path on Lamo English. He found Midnight Whisper, my stories, my quiet thoughts, the small details about a lemon pie, a special old oak tree in a forgotten park, the unique charm of a small cinema. The details so normal to others were bright signs to him. He read every single post, every single one. He saw parts of our past, carefully put into my made-up worlds. He saw me. And then he did it. He gathered all 3,650 letters, the silent prayers, the unread confessions, and he wrote one more, a new one, full of years of understanding, of a pain that finally spoke. He sent it to me, not to a physical address, but through the same place that brought us back together. It was a simple message, but it hit me hard. I visited every place you once loved, Sarah, it began. My breath caught in my throat. I have written you 3,650 letters in the past 10 years. They were my silent prayers, hoping you'd feel them somehow. And today, I finally found your words. Here on Lamo English. If you still have space for me in your heart, I'm ready to love you better than I ever knew how. So here I sit, before this camera, the words still in my mind, their weight heavy in my chest. After all these years, I thought I had closed that part of my life, sealed it shut, buried it under time and new experiences. I thought I had healed, but sometimes life comes back in ways you never expect. It shows you an open door to a past you thought was truly gone. It is a lot to feel, a mix of softness and worry. The young woman who loved him so much, so completely, she is still a part of me, a quiet voice in my soul. But the woman who left, who learned to build a life from what was broken, she is here too, careful, worried. This is the sad truth I have learned. Quiet hearts love deeply, but when they are hurt they leave quietly. No one knows, sometimes the people left behind. They need a whole lifetime to truly understand the small things they forgot, the quiet feelings they did not value. And sometimes in life's big story, those lessons come decades later. They come as a forgotten love letter, found on a quiet part of the internet. So here is my question for you, my friends, my fellow travelers in life, you who have loved deeply, who have healed quietly, who have perhaps also left in silence. What would you do if you were me? Should I open that door again? Please subscribe to Lamo English for more stories like this. Share your own stories in the comments below. Let's think about this together.